D back in again, playing the new game that I just downloaded. Well, me and my cousin just download. Um, y'all gonna see. I'm kind of new, kind of not. I know what to do. Um, y'all, please get this to 50K likes. It's 50K likes. And I promise y'all I would talk to y'all about this quarantine virus. Y'all, my subscriber, please, my subscriber, please stay safe. Please stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands and wear a mask. Y'all need to go out and come back home. Stay 6, my subscriber. I cannot stress this enough. I do not want nothing to happen to y'all. Please stay 6 feet away from anybody, including your friends, family members, anybody you used to play with. Stay 6 feet away from them. I'm good. I'm doing good, my subscribers. Turn that notification bell and get this to 50K likes. Please hit that subscribe bell so y'all won't miss no banger when I upload. I'm not gonna drop nothing but heat.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that? They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why'd you... Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way. Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
Here's a original watchout. I think this watchout 2, 3. Don't
We're
know.
in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's def...
Now I can shoot. Wanna know how to play it? Square, how you fight.
Right now. Clear. Moving on. Check your doors. Oh, we've got a show.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Going in to check. Suspect made off the...
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm...
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. The It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think this was out too, the new one. Or watched out 3.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on.
glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Yeah.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe
Auto drive now
shortages of
disabled.
food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that can be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan and Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Look, I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? Like, the first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatments. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time for any of the country. And that is when
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Oh, I love me a secret entrance, like I'm some kind of fancy...
I was naughty last week. I went on a bit of a shopping spree. I must have bought 10 of those AR games.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Bloody not. Roderick's the most active businessman in London.
Got it. No time like the present. Ooh, bit spooky in here without the power on.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Ah, you'd run out of battery before you were through. But relax, Sabine sent me.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network. Downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Ear back.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio.
You got any idea who really did the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your... DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Couldn't have done that better myself. Couldn't have done that better myself.
How you grab? You're back. You're back.
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Oh, high block. Okay. I want to get some.
All right. Where should we start?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Yeah, it's all fucking power games with them. Keep everyone afraid so they're easier to control.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates
Right
to
there
your
when you hand it.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Fuck yes. I am ready to tango with these pricks.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
This Auto drive now enabled.
You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there can be shortages of food and...
Auto drive now disabled.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
How?
Received. Stand by for further developments.
Ready to ramp the vehicle. Over.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Suspect crossed the checkpoint.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Received, we're going to ram the target. Control, this driver is causing fucking mayhem.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Preferring to ram suspect's vehicle. We are in pursuit, I said in pursuit. Control, target just pulled out the gun.
There's our suspect.
Fucking hell. All of the Albion propaganda around here is like a bad fucking tattoo. Ugly, and you can't wait to be rid of it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
All right, I got this.
Control, still pursuing target. Over.
If you hijack that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
All units, we are after the suspect. Drones deployed to a
arrest the suspect. Control, we're in pursuit. Over. Control, looks like we need backup. Pursuing the target. Over.
British.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
I don't know how I got the cops on me, bruh.
You're needed. Can you...
Shh. Let's do it. Fucking hell. All of the Albion propaganda around here is like a bad fucking tattoo. Ugly, and you can't wait to be rid of it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
All right, I got this.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
You need to steal information about Albion's plans. That'll give us what we need to really put the hurt on their operations.
Oh, that's annoying. Clumsy prick.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer. You're...
Yeah?
No one here. Moving on.
That's it. They're gone.
I hope this isn't a bad time, but we need your particular skill set for something.
Oh, I'm always ready to go.
I'd back up. I'll back you up. Fucking Dave.
Hey, Dawn, look around.
Don't see anything here. Giving me the runaround, asshole.
I'll keep searching. I found a body. Spread out. Search everywhere. I better find it. Quick.
Safety is everyone's responsibility. Be mindful of your surroundings.
Nothing here.
And report
I'll
any
check another
suspicious
area.
activity. Drones and cameras are integral to the security of London. Interrupting this.
It's over. They're gone.
me.
Cereal boxes.
No, this isn't right.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care. And some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! It seems this package is filled with all sorts of naughty things. Be careful.
Ow.
Reported near your location. We are ready to engage.
We're bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit. We'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
A lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarian...
Control, we're returning to HQ, over.
It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism. And it has been used...
Oh my god.
Calm.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service. Better
Auto drive now enabled.
With some quick money.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they
Auto drive now disabled.
I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about the massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically take the individual back. Nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation. And the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? The nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, you know, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth. But that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right. The way you go to hang out with your friends.
Now that is a job well done.
Corporations and the state in tandem. To be molded into one. But that exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were companies in those camps making use of that slave labour. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast series for what they don't know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual.
Auto drive now enabled.
I basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? The nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated
Auto drive now disabled.
That takes over, that claims that he, you know, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth. But that's what they go for. And on that basis,
Auto
they take
drive
the
now
right
enabled.
to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends.
Auto drive now
is a
enabled.
contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating
Auto drive
in
now
tandem,
disabled.
basically molded into one another. But that isn't that rare. I mean, you saw exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we...
You're in. Let's find the thing. Just about there.
Taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you?
Get ready.
Well,
This
you
is gonna
better
hurt.
be. Bets are closed and we're ready to run. Fucking wild blow! Oh my God! Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Just like a proper live highlight. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Oh, that ain't look like it fucking hurt.
I'm not going to hit him like this.
Oh shit! Could that be the win?
No, I'm about to finish it. Oh, no.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike, solid play.
Hey, jam the song.
Unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets. Grab them. Fuck it. A solid hit. That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people? All right. Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning. If they wake up, I'm going to knock your... Almost knock their teeth right out.
That's all y'all got?
That's right. You know him. You love him. His old man was a fighter and his gaffer. He's here with a ton to prove and representing his yachts. Let's hear it. Oh, shit, and that's a solid blow down. This isn't the time for a break. Now that's entertainment. What a massive blow to our fighter. They're getting murdered in there. Well, that escalated quickly. Look at all of them. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now?
Signed up for a world of pain, cuz.
What? Almost knocked their teeth right out.
What, you think you're harder? That's gonna knock...
What the fuck? Where did I do it? Oh my god, I left that. Now I gotta do that again. God, from the beginning.
Looking for some action?
I'm not gonna finish him. I'm gonna let him survive. Now you hit me more than one time.
We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other.
What you got? Come on.
Did you all see that monster hit on the street? Fucking hell!
Tell me, show what I got.
I'll be gentle, maybe. And the crowd's roaring for some action. Looks like this side's already want to do this. You look weak. Just like a proper live highlight reel.
Nice out for me to push you off.
Absolutely disgusting blow.
And I'm not gonna play around.
Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet, let them in.
Nah, I like.
Someone's gonna have to break the stalemate soon. And then now! Did you see all that on the live stream?
Now let's go. Anybody up? Nobody saying B and control.
Yeah, you watching it online?
Yeah, I like fight girls.
Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what?
Show me your worth, my time.
Alright, let's go then.
Both of our fighters are tired, trying to conserve energy. This isn't the time for a break.
If you gave me a chance, I had show I would get round 3.
Fuck yes!
My
Here comes the bloke who knows how to have a tear-up. Fronting for his hooligan mates, he'll never let them down. Blow that chatter, folks. No, next match is gonna be a wild one.
I like that good stuff.
I don't know how anyone will come back from that. Both of our fighters are tired, trying to conserve energy. Someone's gonna have to break the stalemate soon.
Come on. Come on.
Solid strike and a solid fight. Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow there. Now that's entertainment. And what a massive blow to our fighter.
You just signed up for a world of pain, cuz what?
Fucking wild blow! Oh my god! Could that be the win right now?
You know who I am.
Oh shit! And that's a solid blow there. Oh yes, knockdown! That was a lovely knock. Unbelievable blow! Don't know how anyone will come back from that. They're getting murdered in there. Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. Now that's entertainment. And what a massive blow to our fighter.
Come on. I like that great sound. Oh, hold on. Hold on, bruh. Hold on, bruh. Let's go.
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell!
Let's go. Let's go.
Hope you didn't bet on the wrong fighter. That's how it goes in BKL. Expect the unexpected.
explain who's doing this?
Big fucking.
Oh shit. Come on.
Here's a pasting you'll never forget.
Come on.
Hey, we need emergency services.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Sorry, I'm heading to an important meeting.
Local British broadcasting. Britain's first.
Yep. Oh my god. Let's not get involved with these wankers.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Received. Let's keep this by the book, over.
Immobilizing the suspect.
I'll help you. No.
You're finished now.
I'm taking you down.
You're mine!
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Stop playing, bro.
Where did they go? Shit!
That's my cue to retreat. Definitely not.
We're on their tail. Over. Control, situation may escalate. Call for assistance.
Negative. No visual of the suspect.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
nigga got fucking pistol, bro.
Ring, you're it. Come on.
All right, let's do it.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate source for what they don't want. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Auto drive now
The
disabled.
world we're living in now, fascist. Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation. And the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth. But that's what they go for. And on that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of their life.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Shit. With Albion taking over the courts, they're holding any kind of due process by the fucking balls.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Don't get ambushed.
Check everywhere.
Target escaped. Call in.
Right? What do we have, Bags?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the coordinates.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Bucket In, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about the massive, unaccountable spy organisation who uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only rule you will find is to become part of the nation. What is
Heard you're in need of a helping hand. What's the deal?
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion? Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneers, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want. I'm Pam.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Yeah, I'm about to go, y'all.
Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Thoughts?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Let's get moving then. Here, have a look at this.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Newsy's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too.
Investigation underway.
Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the
Yo, I'm about to go. Peace.
Me and DedSec's work with Bruce, and we need more folks not afraid of getting them.
Wicked! Welcome to London.